Hello, everybody. It is Friday. It's the Cool Crone Oracle, and I am here with my very, very good friends and some amazing psychics to give you what I hope is going to be a really good show. So, the theme tonight is Become the Love You Seek. And what we want the questions to focus on, of course, it can be anything around love, romance, broken hearts, but what we really want to aim for is to help you um, infuse your body and your soul with love so that you can attract what you love, because that's how it works. So what we're going to do first is we're each going to do just a little general reading for the group, not too long, just a brief one. And then we will take your questions in the chat. And if you start your question with hashtag love, then you will get picked or thrown into the pot to be picked. And then when we do the spinner, we'll pick that person's question and then we'll read on that question. And I guess we'll do two people to a question and then move on to another question. I think that's good.
Sure.
Okay.
Sounds perfect.
All right. So let me get my thing here so I can see the comments. And oh, good. We have some people in the chat. That's great. Okay.
Yay.
So just hashtag love in there. And in the meantime, we're just going to give you guys a reading about love. And I should have had my cards all shuffled. So I'll go last. So,
Yeah.
so I have a psychic, and I have a feeling that Cleo will be first. So we'll just
No, go the other way around.
Okay. All right. So my guides have changed their minds, and now they're telling me that Gerald will go first. But Gerald, you take your time.
Well, I'm ready.
Oh,
Because just to be clear, if anybody wondered, yes, I am an overachiever.
and I just hashtag I am not, because I'm not making it. All right.
Here's the beautiful thing about become the love you seek. I have the 10 of Pentacles, and this is a beautiful card. It really fosters this idea of is what you are putting out there is really going to be manifested. It's a beautiful card. This crosses generations. And so what you're choosing to do now, be very conscious, because it's going to help those who follow you and those who are surrounding you right now. And it's really, really powerful to think, not only think about, the love, becoming the love that you seek. You already are the love you seek. Stop arguing with it. We have the 8 of Pentacles, which says, keep working at it. Keep changing the idea of, this is a process. It's not a one and done thing. It's a ritual. Make it part of this. And this is very interesting. I got another pentacle. I got the Ace of Pentacles. What you're doing right now has a lasting impact. Small things really, really build up. Really are wonderful. So keep that in mind. And have some fun while you're doing it. Have some fun. Get out there. It's an adventure. So
Beautiful.
Absolutely.
Beautiful.
Absolutely.
All right, Marina, what do you have?
Well, I started off with faith. Learning how to love yourself in all the ways that count is really, really important, because when you love yourself, you exude that confidence, you exude that love. Other people can feel it. So you can draw in like-minded people who feel the same way about themselves, who know themselves, they're self-aware, they're they're kind of traveling down the same road that you are. So have faith in yourself that you know what you're doing, and you're You deserve the good thing that you are manifesting in your life. And absolutely, like Cheryl said, what you are, um, where you put your thoughts, that's and where you put your intention, that's what the universe is going to pay attention to. So as you're seeking that, do it with integrity. Do it with knowing yourself and accepting yourself with all the warts and everything else. And if you expect it of yourself, you will also expect it of those that are around you to be in integrity. And that's a good place to be. So I that's kind of my long-winded, I guess, message is believe in yourself, know yourself, and trust that what is meant for you will not pass you by.
Lovely. That's really lovely. And what do you have, Cleo?
Well, anytime you put love into anything, it just puts you in a different level of a different vibration, a higher vibration. So just anything that you're manifesting or thinking about, or any process you might be going through, if you can possibly bring that self-love into whatever it is you're working towards. It could be healing, it could be a manifestation, it could be uh new adventures in your life. So, but as long as you've got that love, as long as you're not being dragged down, not being negative, and you're putting that love out, it just brings everything together in a much better way. So the bottom line for my little reading is to keep the love and to celebrate.
Beautiful. Very nice. So, my cards, Gerald, I think we're using the same deck tonight, which is unusual. But so you might see some cards that look familiar, is what I'm saying. So my reading is focused on those of you who are working too hard at this loving yourself thing. You're just making it way harder than it needs to be, which I did for years and with drastically ugly consequences, but I'm over that. Okay. So the first card I got is that you're in working too hard, you're also just making it such a big deal. You're making more of it than it needs to be. It is actually a pretty simple process, but not easy. If you're not used to loving yourself, if you're not used to catching yourself in the mirror and going, "Hey, I love you're cool. I love you. What are you doing? How are you doing?"
Yes.
Of just accepting who you are. Like I remember times where I'd see photographs of myself, or I'd catch myself in the mirror and I'd be like, "Who's that?" That's not a good sign. You need to be able to recognize yourself, who you are, and to love who you are and what you look like, what you feel like, how you
Mhm.
move, how you dress, how you wear your hair, all of it. You need to realize and truly believe that you are perfect right now in
Yes.
this moment of your development. You are absolutely perfect. You're going through this because you want to get to that perfect stage of really loving yourself more, but you're perfect right where you are, and you're in just the right spot of where you should be in your spiritual and psychic development. Don't ever believe that you're way behind, or you missed the boat, or you made the wrong choice. It's all a part of your own plan that you designed. So talk about perfection. You are executing that perfection. And the cards mirror this. I get the Six of Swords. You're going to all move on to an easier way of life, an easier way of feeling about yourself, just by accepting yourself. That's a big step in love, is just accepting who you are and what you are. And the middle card I get, the Prince of Hearts. So of
Oh,
course you're going
nice.
to start pulling that love in, and it's going to feel childlike and wondrous and wonderful and joyful, and it's just going to, as Cleo was saying, it's going to just lift your vibration effortlessly, like a child plays with a toy, just happiness and letting it raise up. And then we have judgment. Yes, you'll have a little backsliding and you'll feel like, why didn't I do this sooner? It was so easy. You know what? Again, you're perfect. So just go ahead, feel the feelings, let all the feels come to the surface, and then go have a nice cup of ice water or something, or tea or something you like to drink, and just go, okay, that's over. And now I can get back to just accepting myself for what I am. And the final card is the Princess of Pentacles, which is feeling of well-being, feeling completely happy and secure, and feeling like you're really just in a good place. Your body is good. And I love that it is emphasizing bodies in this, because I do think that's a big source of people feeling like they're imperfect. Our bodies are our bodies, folks. If
Yep.
we take care of them, great. If we don't take care of them, well, okay, that's what they look like. But you have to love yourself and accept yourself before anybody's really going to love you back in a healthy way. And the oracle card that I pulled is just so adorable. It's comfort and health.
Oh,
That beautiful puppy and that
Mhm.
baby.
Aw.
And as Louise Hay said, there's not one baby that ever looked at its foot and its leg and said, "Oh, that's too fat."
Yes.
Yeah.
Babies don't do that. You don't need to either.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Absolutely.
Oh, beautiful. So we had some beautiful little readings there, and I hope that helped everybody kind of get in the groove for our love fest here. All right.
Absolutely.
so before we go further into this, Marina, isn't today the big party day?
Yes, ma'am.
And
At 7 p.m. tonight, come on over to my channel. I had originally planned this a, a few days earlier, and I'd said, come on, I'm celebrating. I made it to 3,500. Come on over. We'll do some readings. We'll do some giveaways. Yes, and I'm currently 49 away from 4,000.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Oh,
things
wow.
really moved. So I'm like, I'm beyond grateful. So yes, if you'd like, come on over and celebrate. We'll have a little bit of fun.
Oh, that's great, Marina. You must be doing 1,000 things right, or 1,000,000 things right, and all of those things are coming together for you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Okay, so folks, do we have questions in there? Do we have some start?
Yes.
We do. Let's add it here. Currently we have 9 entries, so we're going to draw.
Okay.
See who we have. Everybody, please make sure that you have liked, shared, and subscribed. And Amanda Carroll.
Oh, good. Good for you, Amanda. Great. Okay. And did she have a question in the starred ones? I guess she did.
She did not have a specific question.
She just said love.
She just said love.
Oh, I
So,
love that. I love that.
there we go.
Yeah.
So if you want a specific question about tonight's topic, scrolling below,
Yes.
put in #love and then your question, and then I'm working hard at capturing them. So
And Amanda Carroll says, just part.
love.
Perfect.
Okay.
Just love.
So, Gerald, since you're taking a look at the questions right at the moment, maybe Marina and Cleo would grace us with a present for Amanda. The reading, whatever. I can't speak tonight. It was enough for me to come up with a topic, okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
So just back off.
Yeah. I get it. Okay,
Yeah.
Amanda, just love. Aw. You're Amanda, when you love intensely. And you're able to give your love away fairly easily, in that that the moon emotion, that emotions can sometimes be a little tricky, and you're really good about reading other people's emotions and being able to respond to them. And you always approach things with a good deal of balance, temperance, where you're, whoever it is that you're talking to with, whether it's talking to them about love or encouraging them to do lovely, nice, loving things for themselves and for others. You always find that nice balance, and yeah, you're able to get really active. I get the Page of Wands as well. You're able to just kind of go into things with a lot of abandon, and it feels like a really nice energy, Amanda. It feels like, you're the kind of person that someone could approach and say, listen, I've got a problem. And you'd say, fine, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Well, we'll deal with it in a healthy way. So I'm, that's what I get. Yes.
Marina, I'm getting the same thing. That Amanda is just one of those people that she just thinks in those terms. She thinks in loving terms, and people are definitely attracted to that. And also, when she talks to people, they feel like they're really like she is really paying attention to them, and she is concerned with them, and it just, it's just, I would love to be that kind of person. She just does. And it all has to do with her own loving energy that brings her attracts this kind of thing to herself. And also I have, now this, I don't know, you tell me, Amanda. I feel like sometimes when she's talking to people, not necessarily that they have something wrong going on, but they might be questioning things that she's not even aware of. And just by talking with her provides some essence of healing to them.
Yes.
They feel a little bit uplifted after they walk away from that conversation. So Amanda is a very cool person to have in your circle.
Yes.
And that's what I got.
Great.
Absolutely.
Great.
Absolutely.
All right. So are we ready for the next
Yes.
thing?
So again, reminding everybody, put in hashtag love and then your question, and we will do our best to answer it. Tea garden chicken.
Love that.
And there is a specific question.
Okay.
So it is, what do my guides want me to focus on at this time?
Okay.
I believe what your guides want you to focus on is you are already starting to put some things out there, some beautiful things out there. And because I have the magician has all of the power that they need. They have all of the tools. Don't forget that. Your guides are saying you have what you need. They're encouraging you to cut some ties, let go of the old things that are not serving you, the old ways of thinking. This is the Eight of Cups. Allow it to be done and leave it in the past and allow it to being gone. It lightens you up, and therefore you can move much more steadily to what you are wanting. And part of the love of, a great thing is that's followed by the Seven of Cups. Start dreaming of the different possibilities. What is it that you could be working on? What's the next thing? So right off, they want you to recognize your power and your ability to let the past go and then start imagining what the future could look like. So,
wow. So, okay. So, tea garden chicken. So, as I was shuffling the cards, the word that came to me was the moon. And then I spread out the cards, and then I thought, I think that this upcoming eclipse on October 2nd might be affecting you very strongly. And that's why I got the moon. The moon also talks about tapping into your emotions and using your emotions as a guide to your intuition. So it isn't always, oh, I hate that. I don't want to do it. Doesn't mean that your intuition is telling you, "Bleh." But it might be a warning, or it might be that you need to try to find something where your vibration is just more resonant with that moment or that event. But just tapping in to that inner voice, I think, is really important. And that's why the moon is coming up for you. Um, you have come I do think that the eclipse is gonna, affect you quite a bit. The first card that came out for you is the Tower, which isn't necessarily a bad card, but it is a change card. It is big dramatic change, and that is probably that letting go portion, the portion of you that needs to examine what needs to be let go and then consciously let it go. Just let it fall away. Um, you have the seven of pentacles, so you're going to be building something new and waiting for that to come to fruition. You come up as the princess of wands, so you're a person that's going to be taking action with this, definitely. And again, I would direct you towards working on your inner self, working on your inner voice, connecting to your higher self, to your guides yourself, and listening to the messages that you get there. There's also possibility of a person coming into your life that is a romantic prospect. The Prince of Hearts comes up in this, but also the Three of Swords, which could be a heartache. It could be healing from a past wound, and that could also be a key to something that you need to let go of. That you need to really delve into that past wound, really examine why. Why maybe it's very, very old. Why, after all this time, does it still affect you the way it does? Well, because it's not resolved. So how do you resolve it? By going within. So I think a little meditation, I think some real focus on this timing around the eclipse. I don't know what sign you are, but obviously the eclipse is going to be important for you. And the guides really want you to focus on believing in yourself, having faith in yourself, because everything is within you. So it's
Mhm.
not so much what the guides want you to do, it's what you need to do to fulfill your contract. So in order to find out what your contract is about right now, you need to go within. Your guides will help push the messages towards you, but you need to hear the messages and you need to accept the messages. And by the way, translate the messages so that they're succinct and cogent and germane to your life. If you get a message from your guides just saying, pick up coffee at the grocery store, that's not really very helpful.
Yeah.
But if you can connect that coffee or the trip to the grocery store to something more at a higher level in your life, then that's very helpful. So understanding the messages. I think I said a million things there. I'm sorry. I hope that wasn't confusing, but uh, but you know what? Maybe people shouldn't have me answer their questions tonight. Maybe I'm
No,
No,
all over the place.
no. What was really
you're
interesting
fine.
is because yes, that's exactly what I said. You've got the magician. You have all of the powers. They want you to trust that. And then you got the Tower. I got the Eight of Cups. Let it go. Let it go. And what's the eclipse in? What sign?
Libra.
Brenda.
Okay.
It's right on my son, and it's the day after my birthday, so I'm sure it's gonna be, it's actually gonna be really good for me, but but for some people, maybe not so much. So
Mhm.
okay,
Well,
moving right along.
All right. Let me uh hold on. Let me remove that. Let me put this back in there. And next we have Christine.
Christine.
Mm.
Let's see if
Oh,
Christine has.
she had a comment up earlier.
Yep.
You got the comment?
Yep. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, and she was asking for people to say prayers for people in Florida and North Carolina.
Mhm. That's the comment that I starred.
Okay.
So
Okay.
So you're talking about bad weather? Is that the correct?
Mhm.
Okay.
Hmm.
and Christine is here. So
Okay. So do we want to keep with the same pairs, or Gerald, do you want to go with Marina, or what do we want to do?
I can go with Marina. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. All right. So what I got, Christine, is your daughter is going to be okay. All right. There's going to be I got community calls. So there's going to be a lot of help that is going to be coming her way. A lot of people are going to be joining in and kind of helping each other out and get through this, which is that in itself is just a very loving thing to do. So I also got your mind, your body, your soul.
Mm.
And she is going to be able to look after herself, but she's also going to be able to look after other people. And that is going to, not only is she going to be grateful, but she's also going to be able to extend a lot of that grace to other people. Um, the message I think for you is intuitive journaling. I think you have a sense that she's going to be okay. As a mother, I totally understand. Yeah, you worry about them until you know exactly what the situation is. Yeah, but no, she'll come out of this. Um, she will be a much deeper person. And for you, start journaling, start writing things down, how you feel, and so on, and you'll see how you'll have an opportunity later to kind of compare notes with her. And I think if you start with the journaling, you're going to be able to see just how connected you are. And it's going to help you to trust, and it's going to help her to trust that in the future, you'll both have a much better sense of what the other is doing. A little convoluted, but that's what I got.
Well, I have out of the cards that I pulled, three of them are major arcana. And what's significant about that, Christine, is okay. She asked for white light bubbles
Yes.
to go around her last night. I think I have the sun. What you're doing is actually shining a light on her, and it is protecting her and some of those who are close to her. I know this is a very scary time. There's a lot of damage. I think part of what is happening. There is this frantic switch of where am I supposed to be putting my attention? What do I need to do? What's the next thing? Uh, um, but because I have temperance and I have the star together, which is a beautiful combination because temperance is saying, okay, keep balanced. We've got a foot in the water and a foot on the ground. But with the star, I think there's going to be some opportunities for little glimmers, little heroes to show up. Notice those and support those. Look for ways to be, your daughter to be a little hero to help someone else. And then I have the Ace of Pentacles. So she's going to be okay if there is damage. Again, entertainment purposes only. She's going to be okay. It may be a slow recovery for everyone because it's so impactful. So
Yeah,
keep sending out those little bubbles of light.
absolutely.
So
And hi, Viviani. Hi, everyone who has joined us here. Thank you, thank you, thank you for spending part of your day with us.
and she said she's a social worker at the local hospital.
Oh,
Well,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
she's going to have a unique opportunity for that, and she said, it's horrible. So
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those poor people in Florida, this is the third hurricane they've had in a few months. So some people are just like, it's another hurricane, and it's not. This one's way, way worse than the other ones. So
Mhm.
And could I just say about the weather that we're having across the country and we continue to have over the years, getting worse and worse and worse, that we do have somebody running for president that wants to eliminate electric cars. And the electric car is one thing that will help bring our environment back into its own axis, to where we're always going to have certain weather conditions in certain areas of the country that are really pretty devastating, but it's just getting worse and worse and worse. So if people could just remember that we need somebody as a president to keep up with the climate change and to make the changes that have to be made in order to correct the problem that we've created with our cars and with our industrial waste and things. And that just popped into my head. I just thought I would mention that. And for the person you were reading for, I think it's so cool that her daughter is in a position to really help people. And it just felt to me, although I wasn't supposed to be reading on it, it just felt to me like she was just going to really shine throughout this. She's going to really put some people at ease.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
nice.
Right. So let's see who we have next.
Yes. Yay.
If Tarot Stash comes up, I'm going to pick somebody else.
Joan Baker. Perfect.
Okay.
Let me see if Joan had a specific question.
Yeah, I think she did. It's not too far up.
So the regular chat, did I miss it?
I don't see it in the.
I don't.
Wait
a minute. There you go.
Okay. Oh, Joan, I'm also an October birthday.
Me too.
You're gonna
Oh,
have
really? We got a bunch of Libras here.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, unless some of those Scorpios sneak in, those ones at the end of the month.
Oh, well. So you're the first?
Yeah, I'm on the first, yeah.
I'm on the 5th. Joan is on the 9th.
My best friend in high school was October 5th as well.
Lovely. Yeah. And Allie is
wasn't she September?
Yeah, she's September. Yeah. Close enough. September 29th.
Yeah, and Allie and I are both Libras with Capricorn rising. A little connection all over the place. Yep. Okay, and so Joan wants to know, will I have a good birthday month? Well, Joan, let me tell you right off the bat. I mean, your birthday is far enough away from the eclipse that it's not going to completely slam into you like a bowling ball with a bunch of pins. Okay, it's not going to be that. And depending on your rising sign, it could be a very, very good eclipse for you. But just being in your birthday month, usually that gives you a lot of power, a lot of good health, a lot of energy. It's kind of like your new year. It is your solar return when the sun returns to the same place in the sky that it was when you were born, as far as your horoscope goes. So I can tell you without even doing cards, yeah, it's probably going to be a kickin' month. But let's do cards on it anyway.
And I'm getting what you're getting, Call. I mean, this is a celebration time for Joan, and maybe for a lot of people that are Libras, but right now it's her time. This is your time. It's a good thing you asked about this month, because this month in particular is going to be great for Joan, and there'll be some celebrations, maybe not just for your birthday, but for some other things too. And it's really an enlightening time for you. So that's what I got.
That's great. And I know somebody else who has an October birthday that we all know and love. Can anybody guess?
I bet it's Cleo.
No,
Kamala. Kamala is
Kamala, of course.
October 20th.
There you
Oh,
go.
Yes.
all right.
Yeah.
So Joan, let's see what we got for you.
no, Marina. I'm a Leo. I'm in August.
Oh, okay then.
But she also has a Capricorn rising like me, because we're sisters. So
Uh-huh.
am I reading for Joan?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So yeah, okay, great. So Joan, amazing. You come up first with the 2 of hearts, which means that pretty much everybody you meet in October is going to love you. So if you want to do something really powerful for your birthday month, use it for a time when you need to do something important, like a big meeting and a job interview, hiring someone, getting a real big change in your wardrobe or your haircut, or getting your makeup done, or trying for a new job or a promotion or something like that. Anything where you put you forward in the world, everybody's going to love you. So just go ahead and do that. And you are going to have energy. You're going to be speaking well, very eloquent, putting your message across. Don't overdo it. Like, Libras, every once in a while, we can get a little bit like, well, I'm all that in a cup of tea, but you got to pull it back just a little bit. You're in your birthday energy. So it is tempting to just be like, yes, I'm here. Just try to pull it back just a teeny little bit. But you got, you got great cards here. You also got 6 of Wands. That's the hero, the victory card. So whatever you're going to try for, yay, 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 lots of good stuff. And the final card is Judgment. So again, just be careful that they're not judging you for being arrogant and bragging. Just make sure that they're judging you for being successful and the hero, and you won and you did that beautifully. And we love the way you said that, those kind of things. So if you just pull yourself back just ever so slightly so that you feel like, and Libras are good at this, you feel like you're really in that middle of the balance of scales, right? You're standing in the middle. You're not on one side or the other, right? Just step right down the middle all month and you'll be doing great. You'll have a fabulous month.
There you go.
That went right along with my thinking. Joan, you're going to have a very cool month. It's going to be fun for you. I don't know about the arrogance. I think Colleen just kind of went a little too far with that. I don't think you're arrogant.
Wow.
Thank you, Viviani.
Good.
But have a great month, Joan. Have a great birthday.
Yes,
absolutely.
Yes, a great one.
Do we need to separate the 2 of you?
Us two? My sister and I? Oh, no.
Yeah, because I can do that. I have the power.
There you go.
I
He has the power. Yeah.
All right. Shall we see who's next?
Yes. Harley. Okay.
Let me look to see if Harley asked a specific question.
Joan, 69 is a good age. That's a very good age.
Very good.
Harley did not ask a specific question.
Alrighty.
So there we go. So who's reading for Harley?
Who's reading for Harley?
Wait a minute. Switch us back and forth now here. It's thrown off my biorhythms. I was over here.
Okay, Harley, what's your question?
Oh, I feel like a Rubik's Cube.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I had to do it. So
we all should have been going like this as you did that.
Yes. And everybody, please understand this will be my last time ever as a co-host on the Cool Crone. It's been a great run. Thank you.
Yeah.
So, oh my goodness.
Oh, I don't think they list this job in Fiverr though. I don't think I could get anyone to replace you. So okay, so who is reading for Harley?
I will.
Okay.
And Marina when she comes back.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Marina and Cheryl. Okay, there we go.
Harley.
Well, Harley, I think what's really wonderful for you right now, especially as we're talking about becoming the love that you seek, I have the Six of Wands, which is you getting recognition for the hard work that you're doing and what you're putting out there. People are noticing, and they're noticing, and it might make you uncomfortable. They might say, oh, thank you for that. That's really wonderful. And it may make you uncomfortable. If it makes you uncomfortable, don't discount it. Just because it makes you uncomfortable doesn't mean you didn't have the impact that they said you had. Recognize that they're telling you you did something nice, and the correct answer is thank you, and allow it to wash over you. I also have rebirth, death and rebirth, and part of that is allowing yourself to start to believe what people are saying about you, that you are doing good stuff, that you are helping. And this is the repeat card. I got the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is a beautiful card, especially when you're starting something. This is a card that is extremely potent and powerful. So especially this time of the year when we just passed the equinox, lean into it and do some small things to help you continue to believe that you are, you are the love that you seek. So that's what I have for you.
Nice.
Lovely, lovely. I agree. I start off with the Five of Cups. So this is you're having to review things and maybe walk away from something. And that's not a bad thing. This is a good opportunity for you to review some of the things that you think about yourself or you believe about yourself, and letting them go. Okay, letting things kind of unravel a little bit, so that you can see where all the spots are that need a little more attention. I also get moving through your fears. So if there's something comes up for you, if something triggers you, particularly when it comes to walking away from something, just examine it and try to go inward and ask yourself why you're being triggered. Why is that happening? Why? Try to see it from an observer point of view rather than, this is something that is being done to me. It's not being done to you. It's being done for you. And I think that once you're able to get through this, that's you're going to see that the process was worthwhile, because I also got it's time to shine. So you may be working through some things right now, but the good news is you do make it through to the other end, and you're going to be grateful that you have gone through this process of walking away. That's
Very
what I
nice.
like.
Very
Nice.
nice.
Very
Thank
nice.
you for the compliment, Harley.
Yes.
So, all right. Let's see who we have next.
Who's next? Who's next? Tarot Stash!
Let's see who's next.
Cindy L. with a beautiful black kitty for her profile picture. I love it.
Cindy L. Let me see if Cindy put in. I did not see a specific from. Oh, wait a minute. Yes. There.
Yes.
How is the rest of 2024 for me? Trying to live in a state of gratitude.
Is that a blue state?
Yeah. Wow.
So I'm going to say Colleen and Cleo are doing this one.
Okay.
Mhm. Thank you, Harley.
Cindy, I get a couple different things. Actually, the rest of 2024 is going to be pretty darn nice for you, especially once we get through the election. But you're living in a state of gratitude, so I think it is a blue state. So you're coming up with a bunch of choices, a bunch of things that you have to make some decisions about, and don't worry about it. If you worry about it, you might have problems with these choices. But if you're just relaxed, comfortable, and feeling yourself, you get through some of these things, because once you do all this, I see some you're going to be receiving some gifts, possibly monetary in the form of money, sometime between now and the end of the year. I don't feel it's like super giant, like thousands and thousands of dollars or anything like that. But it has to do with something that you're compassionate about, that's going to bring some kind of fortune to you. So what I'm saying is just to, for the rest of the year, because you are the loving soul that you are, just to stay calm, cool, and collected about things, because whatever's going on is going to end up in your favor, and it's going to end up productively with a payoff of some kind. It might not be money. It might be just a sense of well-being that you get from something. But the more I look at this, it looks to me like it's money. So I hope I'm right, and I I hope that's the way it goes. But yeah, for the rest of the year, just being yourself and getting through these times and making decisions based on calm stuff. If you're uptight and anxious about things, you're going to have a little trouble. So just let go of that, because I can see that you don't have to be that way with it, that you're one of those people that can remain cool with things, because it definitely comes around to you, to bringing good things and good fortune to you between now and the end of the year.
Nice.
Very nice. So, Cindy, what I get for you is that there is a bit of a feeling of, oh, I better hang on to this for dear life, because I don't know what tomorrow brings. And yeah, sure. I mean, none of us knows what tomorrow brings, but be careful of hanging on too tight to things like money or possessions, because that does put you in a state of fear and a poverty mindset rather than a gratitude mindset. So it's good you're working on gratitude. Keep working on gratitude and be grateful for what you have, but also know that all the things that you have, including the clothes on your back, are just temporal things. They're they're just things. So they can usually be replaced pretty easily. You get also the Princess of Wands, so I think you're going to be pretty busy through the rest of the year. I think there's going to be a lot of activity for you and some big changes for you. I see the Emperor card comes up, and I'm not quite getting whether you are the Emperor or whether you're maybe working with the Emperor or being next to the Emperor. You very well could be the Emperor. And we also have the Temperance card. So I want you to, if you are the Emperor, I want you to take it easy with people who work with you or directly report to you. Don't be too hard on them. And we also have a little warning here at the end with the Ten of Swords, but I pulled an extra card and I got the World. So I think the Ten of Swords is not necessarily something bad coming to an end, but something good coming to completion. Very different way of looking at things. Oh no, I don't want anything to end. I want everything to stay the same, she said. Well, no, you don't, because life is all about change, right? Nothing stays the same. Think about where you were 6 months ago, a year ago. It isn't exactly the same. things have changed and you're probably the better for it. Look, you're in a state of gratitude now. I don't know where you were 12 months ago, but right now that's a pretty good place to be. And I also pulled an oracle card for you that came up as magic. So, in that state of gratitude, that is where you will be able to create the most powerful and potent magic, coming from your own acknowledgement of the blessings that you have in your life and acknowledgement of how blessed you are to have a life and to have a body and to have health and to have wherever you live and whatever your status is, all those things, to be grateful for those things. That's a very magical frame of mind. And so I think a lot of good things are going to come to you. You're also going to be busy though, so take your vitamins. Okay. All right.
And drink water.
And drink water and breathe. All those things.
There you go.
All right.
All right. Shall we move on to the next person?
Yes.
And Cindy L said, thank you so much. Makes sense.
Great.
And so who we have next?
Come on down.
Cheryl.
Oh.
All right. I'm looking to see if Cheryl asked a specific question. I did not see a specific question. Cheryl, if you have a specific question that you want, pop it into the chat real quick. And everybody, please make sure that you have liked and subscribed to all of our channels.
Before we go on, Gerald, we have to show these couple of comments that we got. This was a very nice one from Amanda Carroll. Just finished my banking. Just have to add, I'm very grateful and humbled by such a positive love reading. And Christine, I can't read Christine's because it'll make me cry, but I'll put up Christine's.
Oh, right back at you.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. But thank you so much for letting us know that it hit. That's
Yes.
great.
Yeah.
Anya, yes. Okay. Just love.
So who's reading for Cheryl?
You and Marina.
You and Marina.
Okay.
Alrighty.
I'm happy to read for Cheryl.
Perfect. And what I got for you, Cheryl, was rejuvenation. This is a time to, the worst of the storm is over. Now is the time to kind of gather up the things and yet feel rejuvenated by the sense of things that have washed away. And you are, once you do that, okay, you are birthing not only new ideas, but new concepts and new ways of creating something new in your life, something that is going to bring you much happiness, much joy. Even those times that you might feel a little challenged, like things aren't exactly going right, just stay strong, because you're manifesting things that are going to be coming into your life. And sometimes if you find that you're not able to maybe even focus on it as intensely as you would like, don't forget to ask assistance. Ask assistance from your guides and angels. They can never just come in and sort out a situation for you, but they're ready to jump in on a moment's notice if you ask. So as you're going through this rejuvenation and birthing something new, make sure that you talk to your guides, make sure that you listen to direction that they would like you to go in, and then trust that they are sending you in the right on the right path. That's what I got.
Oh my gosh. And Cheryl, you're asking, just love, and there is no just about it, because you really are taking action to radiate this love out into the world. I have the Ace of Swords. This is you changing the way you're talking about yourself, changing the way you're saying the words inwardly and noticing how you're saying things outwardly so that the message can be delivered in a way that's extremely helpful. And these are small things that are going to add up, because I have the 8 of Wands, which is you're just, I mean, all of a sudden you're going to start, because you're doing a little bit every day and you're doing it consistently. Suddenly it's like a slingshot, and you're just going to see these rapid changes. And supporting the 8 of Wands is the 3 of Pentacles. You've got, you're working on a great foundation to help you incorporate these things. You're tracking your habits. You're saying your daily prayers. You're doing your offerings. You're doing these things, and it's really paying off. And there's this beautiful moment of when you start to look back and you remember things that maybe didn't go as well as you wanted to. And now you'll be able to look at them for the gift that they have offered you and how you're going to be moving forward from that. So I have the 6 of Cups, which is the nostalgia card. You're looking back, somebody from your past is showing up, but it's supported by the Action of Swords or the Knight of Swords. You're going to use this understanding to help propel you forward. So, Cheryl, I'm just like going, I don't know what you're doing or what plans you've made, but boy, they're starting off solid, and they're going to be steady, and then suddenly it's going to be whoosh. It's going to be great. So
Exactly.
That was a beautiful reading, Gerald.
I know. I was just like going, oh my God. I'm like going, whoa.
Yeah. So, beautiful messages.
So, all right. Thank you, Cheryl. And who we have next?
Come on, put up the 2.
Anya.
Oh, lovely.
And let's see. Well, Anya has asked if the questions are still open. Yes, they are. Was there a specific question? So let's go for love. Okay. Oh, good, Cheryl. I'm glad to see that. Yep. Healthy self-talk makes a world of difference.
Yep.
It's you and Colleen, Cleo.
Okay. So, what I have for you is a little bit different than what I've been getting today. So, I wanted to make sure that I'm on the right track here. You have been working on stuff, but you need to step away from it a little bit. And you need to have some more faith and love infused into whatever it is you're doing, because I think you've been doing some stuff kind of on autopilot. You're just not, you're there. It's something where you've been working with for a while. And I don't know if we're talking about something at work, if we're talking about a relationship, a love interest, but you're having some trouble connecting the dots. So my suggestion is whatever it is, I hope this is making sense to you. Whatever this is, you need to kind of pause, step back, have faith in your abilities, because whatever has been coming to you is from the heart, and it is definitely the way to go. But you're kind of going back and forth. You're just not sure what to do. So keep the faith within yourself and know that that loving energy within you is propelling you in the right direction. But you've been having a hard time following that. You're second guessing whatever it is you're working towards. And like I said, that could be a relationship, that could be something totally different, that could be some project you're working on. I don't know what it is. I just can see that you've had a little trouble, and things get stalled a little bit.
Yeah.
And so you've been on pause for a bit. Okay, great. So keep the faith, keep that love in your heart, and know that you're on the right path to for things to happen in the way that you want them to happen. So quit second guessing, and can keep those dots connected so that things come out the way you want them to, because that's the end, that's what's going to go on. Yeah, that exactly. Instead of the yes, no, just relax, go within, maybe do a little meditation, and know that you're on the right track. You know what you're doing, but you're second guessing. You're thinking that maybe somebody else can do it better or something. No, whatever you're doing, you're the one to do it. But like I said, that you are having a little quandary here about connecting the dots. Don't. Just let that go. Get rid of all those fears and concerns, because you know what you're doing. And once you get there, it's going to work out great, but you got to have faith and put that love to work. Okay.
All right. So what I get for you is that you've got great ideas, and you're working probably harder than most, and it's feeling like there's a pushback to what you're doing. Like somebody's kind of saying, yeah, that's good, but can you do this? Yeah, but that's good, but can you do that? Like they're always testing you, always pushing you a little bit further. And you know what? Okay, and that's a result, I think, of the yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. But I pulled some oracle cards. Now I went back and I pulled a different set of oracle cards, because the first set of cards that I got were like fire, volcano, lightning, all this fire imagery. And I was like, oh, I don't know, this doesn't seem to connect. And it wasn't. I was just kind of like, blah, 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 So I pulled again and I really focused. And it's kind of funny, the cards that I got, but I'm going to tell you anyway what they say. So we get water. So I know you've been cleaning up after a hurricane, and I'm not making a joke. I'm not trying to make a joke out of it. I'm just saying that there's something about the water that you can really connect to. And I wouldn't say go stand out in the water, because you might get electrocuted or something like that, but just know the appreciation of the water and the power of the water. That the water can be very small, it can fill up a glass, or it can be huge like it is in this hurricane and create great damage. So just honor the power of the water. And then the next card that I got was transformations, pressure. So this is also, I think, coming from water, because the water pressure is what creates along with heat and temperature changes, creates the hurricane. So being in the hurricane is kind of your metaphor for what's going on right now. The pressure that you feel in people kind of pushing back on the things that you're doing is an outside imaginary force. It's imaginary because it's not really true. Like, does it really matter what kind of pressure these people are putting on you? No. What matters, because what you first got was the Eight of Pentacles, and that is a craftsman who is very expert in what they do, takes great pride in what they do, and takes great care with what they do. So who are they to even say anything about it? We also got a couple of other cards, and some of these are interesting. Marine life. So if anything washed up into your yard that should not be there, maybe rescue it and get it back to where it should be, in salt water, not in fresh water or something like that. And I also got the equator. Now we just came out of the equinox, so balance. And again, we go back to the yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Balance for yourself, very important. And the final card, ironically, is storms. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Anya, but all these have to do with what you're going through. but storms are a cleansing. So you
Yes.
are transforming and cleansing and being in touch with this water energy. I don't know if you're a water sign, but the connections of all these things are no accident, right? Nothing that's going on in your life is an accident. So just I think the meditation is a really good suggestion that Cleo made.
Yeah.
Just center yourself. You're doing a lot of work. You're doing a lot of probably worry. I would be worried. So just try to give yourself even 3 minutes. Maybe you don't even have 5 minutes. Maybe all you have is 3 minutes. But just give yourself 3 minutes to calm yourself, to center yourself, and just meditate on what is happening in your life. And it doesn't have to be back and forth, it can be all of it. Think of it as a circle, right? It doesn't have to be just this half or that half, it can be the whole circle because everybody's life is unique.
You know, and I feel like keeping it very close and keeping it to yourself, that's fine. That's fine.
Mhm.
You're the one with the answers. You're the one with the power to whatever it is you're trying to do to make those changes or to move forward. But
Exactly.
being all the time, actually, I understand. I can relate to that. But you know, do take a break. Do take a little bit of a break because you've got everything within, and you've got the power to do whatever it is you need to do. But I don't, you know, it's not a bad thing to be just on your own with this. It feels to me like that you don't really want a whole lot of input from other people right now.
Mm-mm.
Mhm.
Um, just find something, a picture in your mind that you can really focus on and go there in your mind. You don't have to block out everything. You don't have to do this for an hour, but just try to find a really nice picture to focus on in your mind and just go there for just a couple of minutes and breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth for just a couple of breaths and then just sit with it. And that will calm you. It will calm your mind as well. Okay, that's all I have.
It's great. And Anya said, great idea considering what I'm taking pictures of.
Hmm.
Perfect.
So, all right. Do we have time for a couple more?
Sure.
It helps if I put it onto the screen. So, Brenda.
Brenda.
And
How come I'm not seeing it? I'm
What
just
are-
seeing a blank space. Is there something wrong with my connection, or is it on your
Oh,
end?
oh, maybe.
it could be on mine. So,
I mean, is everybody else seeing the wheel?
Yeah, I'm just seeing it says winner Brenda.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
I don't see that.
I've got a blank screen. I just have us on the side.
Me too.
okay. It's blank for other people. It's because of my internet. It's Brenda.
That's
Okay.
Brenda.
Brenda.
As long as we know.
Brenda's the winner.
Brenda's the winner.
Perfect.
So,
Brenda.
and Brenda did not have a specific question that I could see. So,
Well, Brenda's there.
yep.
Okay.
Did Brenda want to ask a question, or does she just want us to read about love and Brenda?
I think she didn't have a question. I think that's what
Okay.
Cheryl
She
just
did
said.
not have a question. So, Marina and Gerald.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sure. Oh, okay. Interesting. Brenda, what I am getting for you is, and this is the second time that this, All right. So now she posted, yeah, do you see love coming into my life?
I knew she had a question.
Yeah.
Show off.
I see, I get intuitive journaling. So this is the second time, excuse me,
Bless you.
second time that that card has come out. So I think it could be a message for a few more people. If you start intuitive journaling, that is, you're just write down whatever comes into your head. You're not trying to make sense of it. It doesn't need to have any meaning at the moment. You're just writing down whatever space you happen to be in. And the particular focus to kind of concentrate on is recognizing that emotions are energy in motion. So if you want to attract love into your life, if you're open to a relationship, make sure that you live in the emotions of a happy, loving, supportive relationship. Give gratitude before it even comes in, that this is, I am grateful for this person who, you list their qualities, but just not only picture them, but feel what it feels like. Feel what it feels like to be in love, and to be not only loving with yourself, but with someone else. And then, oddly enough, I got tap into your sacral power. So this, if you're look inwards and see what it is that you might have, what beliefs that you might have around relationships that you may not even realize you have. And that the sacral is all about our security. So maybe review a little bit about what your feelings are about relationships and see if you can't find some answers there. But I think if you do some some journaling and look at your emotions, yes, I do think that you will find that energetic partner. Okay, that's what I got.
So I have the embodiment of cups, or the King of Cups, and this relates to the fact that being mature in being emotionally mature, also understanding that you're not perfect, and that's okay. You are still incredibly lovable exactly how you are. Stop trying to listen to me. Stop trying. I encourage you to stop looking at the things that aren't perfect or that meet your expectations, and see the things and recognize the things that are beautiful about you, that are extremely lovable, and they're quirky, and they're transformative, because there's nobody like you. No one else like you in the entire world. And that's an amazing thing. There are times when we can feel sad because that love isn't coming in. Honor the way you're feeling. Don't discount it, because you are an emotional being, and you can't shut off one emotion without it impacting the other. So understand you are amazing, your flaws and all, and appreciate those, because your appreciation for that is going to help and allow someone else to start seeing the unique things about you that you may not like, but it could be the exact thing that draws them to you. So that's a really powerful thing, and that takes a lot of work. And you were talking about journaling. Journal that can be very, very helpful. So there you go, Brenda. I hope that helps.
Yep.
Can I just piggyback on here. So the sacral power too would probably relate to your sacral chakra, Brenda, and that's where your womb is. So you want to focus in on that a little bit. The color for that chakra is a deep orange, and it has to do with everything creative and feminine. So if there's any blockages to anything creative or feminine in your life, that's a place to start opening up and being grateful for, and then, releasing and uncovering and
Mhm.
rediscovering and remembering all those things that could be very helpful.
Thank you, Colleen. Yeah,
Sure.
because I kind of lost half of it.
Oh, I thought you did great. Okay. All right. Okay.
All right.
Last.
Can everybody see that?
Yeah.
It's
All
okay.
right.
As long as you can see it, I'm all right.
Yeah. I see a spinning circle.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Norm Gilbert is next. And
Oh,
of course, again, my Wi-Fi is down, so people can't see it. So Norm Gilbert, let's see if Norm had a question.
See, now it just popped up.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
Norm is the winner, and let's see.
And I have to go after this one.
Okay.
Nice.
Yep. Okay.
Come on.
Norm, did you have a specific question?
He says no.
Well, that's because he couldn't see it.
Oh,
Yeah. Come on. You're welcome, Brenda.
I think we've read on Norm before. He
Mhm.
seems to stand out here a little bit.
Mhm.
And Norm is a Scorpio.
And as I remember, Norm's a really delightful person.
Mhm.
Mhm. Yeah. Come on, Norm. Don't be shy. Put it in there. What do you want? He says, yes, it is written with love.
Well, Norm, you still got people that are hanging out and paying attention to you and waiting to hear what does Norm have to say about it, and what's Norm's opinion. There, people are they think you know the answers to stuff. They think you have the best advice.
Mhm.
And it all comes from love. I mean, these people really love you. I can't believe first of all that I can remember you being on here before and giving off that same energy that I'm getting right now. So nothing has changed. You're just a wonderful person. People really like being around you. You have great advice, or you have no advice. Maybe you're just a great listener.
Yep.
So you're looking for interesting person. Well, there's a bunch of interesting people hanging out and thinking about you and being around you. Maybe it's at a distance. Or maybe maybe it's your next door neighbor. Whatever it is you're looking for, Norm, you've got the power to attract it. You've really got some wonderful energies. So if you're looking for interesting people, they're there for you because they think you're a very interesting person. And that's what I have for right now.
So Norm, I have that yeah, you're a very interesting person and you have a lot of people around you who are very interesting. So to find an interesting person, I think you need to fill yourself up with even more love, because for some reason the universe is not saying, oh, just send, a million people who love Norm to Norm. They're sending people who are haven't been looking since caring for. Yeah, well, that makes sense then. Okay.
Right,
So
right.
and so you may feel a little wrung out, a little, maybe not depleted, but just wrung out, like you've been focusing in a very different direction for a long time. So I do get a transformation card, and I do get that possibly this eclipse is also going to affect you a great deal. I hope for the better. And just do you. Don't change anything. You don't need to really do much of anything except really give yourself some time to feel 100% you and rested, and not like you have to run off and do a million things. Give yourself like a couple of days of a break. Maybe someone else can care for mom for a couple of days, or a day, if that's all you can swing. But you need to just care for yourself for a little while. And once you do that, I think then just the normal you will, be having that interaction. And maybe that's what you're missing too, is just the interaction with other adults, that you're really focusing on somebody who has a lot of physical needs. And so maybe you're not getting as much social interaction as you normally do. So it feels like a desert. It feels just like, oh my God, there's nobody there. So you do need, every once in a while, you need to take a day and, just, go down to the coffee shop and, start up a conversation with a couple people. You need that interaction. So
yeah, Norm says, yeah,
in August.
Okay,
so that is still very, very fresh.
That's pretty recent.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Norm, you don't have to look for love. You don't have to look for anything, because you're the kind of person, it's coming to you. There's all kinds of people that have been watching what you do. They see what you did with your mom. They just, and there's something about you. There's just something about you. You attract really good, positive stuff. So don't worry about looking for something, because it's going to be coming to you.
Yeah.
It's going to be coming to you like within the next few weeks, a couple of months, maybe. So keep your eyes peeled, because there's somebody out there there's more than one, Norm. There's more than one.
Yeah. He's beating them off with a stick.
Exactly. There's people that are really attracted to you. And so just be open to it. Just be open. You don't have to just be open.
Yep.
Yeah. But well said. We'll leave it at that. That's good. Well, that is it for us for the night, everybody. Thank you so much for being in the chat. I think at one point we had about 55 people in the chat.
Nice.
And that's nice. And I know this little show is growing. It's the little show that could, climbing up the mountain of YouTube, trying to make a go of it. And we've gone through a few iterations. I kind of like this where we've landed, so I hope everybody else does too. It seems like it goes pretty smooth, and I feel the love. Do you guys feel the love?
Absolutely.
I feel so much love tonight. You're very welcome, Norm. Very, very welcome.
Absolutely.
Thank you for tuning in. And while we were sitting here, I thought of another show that I want to do. Okay, so
I love it.
Yeah,
nice.
It's gonna be good. So everybody should go wish Marina well for her 37, almost. What are you at? Almost 4,000 or something?
Yeah, 39, 40.
Wow.
39.
Yeah, so Marina thought she was going to celebrate 3,500, and she blew past that and every other milestone, and she's about ready to hit 4,000. She is the Andrea Madrid. What's his name?
Mario Andretti.
I was going to say Marzetti, and I'm like, that's not right.
We're both of us, our brains are like up here. We're doing all this stuff. But anyway, you guys, if you want to see a really fun show and get some readings, and she's going to do some giveaways and everything, please go to Heart Centered Tarot and support Marina, who obviously doesn't need much more support because she is the Mario Andretti of YouTube at this moment and zooming past us all, which is great.
Yeah,
okay.
Thank you, Colleen.
Yeah, well, and it's a pleasure to always being able to read with you. I'm really grateful for that. And Gerald, my very, very good admin friend who does all the sort of YouTubey stuff that I can't do and makes it look so wonderful on screen. I'm very
Yes.
grateful for that. And my sister, I'm always very grateful for you and what you add to the shows too. And I thought we had some exceptional readings tonight.
Yes.
So I am going back to the fair bleary-eyed for the second to the last weekend, and then the weekend after my birthday is the last weekend, and hopefully by then I will be able to get a little bit of extra sleep. So,
Perfect.
Right.
Perfect.
all right.
Thank you all for joining
Where's
us.
all my stuff? Where's all my stuff? Okay. So with that, we're going to start up the ending, and we'll see everybody whenever we see you, a couple of weeks, I think.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Take care. Take care. Bye. Bye.